We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
To kick off for Seattle.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Seattle. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Young. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
They'll drop the throw. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. It's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Ooh, the joke. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. A short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 6. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Open man is Ibuka. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs.
19. Come on. 18, pump. 7 ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. This is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone. touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now they'll take this and run. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Viking, 10 to 11, 10 to 11.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Ready, trap 60, trap 6, 76, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. As it completes to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Corliss Waitman now. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. Then scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go. Trap Panther 60. Panther, go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. The Seahawks had 1 and 14 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels. Because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Tag! 70 Lions.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He finds his man complete. It's Young. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on the punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Horton. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And he's got it inside the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Walker. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Cup 19, Cup tag.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo as time expires in the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Walker now on first and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the Buccaneers' 25-yard line.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. And his kick is good. And the round is on. It's 24-0. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Over the middle, complete. That's Young. Through the middle of the field. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 79 yards. And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math, but don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Cowboy 80. Ready,
On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd and 3. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Let's go.
On the give, this is their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
After playing like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Walker. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive will have the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Got his man, Dell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
A 3-yard
Boy,
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
A gain of 27 on the play.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On first and 10, here's Irvin. They'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll look to throw. That's complete to Dillon. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Tampa Bay.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen and second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Seahawks, 23-yard line.
Second and 7. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Bucs on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be third and a mile. He'll drop to throw. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, roll.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. From the 35, here's second down and 8.
Ready.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Ready up.
A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5.
Go.
They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Set. 60 red. 60 red. Set. Go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go. Here we go. 50 green.
And they take a knee.
Ready. Blue 32.
And they will take a knee here. So the victory here for